you feel like you're a good player but constantly face challenges that seem out of your control so you become unmotivated to continue playing? Man, why I say you so many times? What if I told you there was a way you can stop this? Which is why I'm gonna share some secret tricks so you can easily increase your rank and win 90% of the matches. These can also be used if you're just trying to improve overall. A common reason why y'all folks in rank fail to succeed is because y'all care too much. This is probably the worst thing you can do, and the bad thing is most of y'all don't even realize the effects of taking the game too seriously. This make you try too hard to play a certain way instead of being calm and more aware of what's happening in the game. Caring too much inflicts emotions and stress, which might cause you to 1, rage quit, or 2, play aggressive off your emotion because you think that's the way you gonna win. Man, let me tell y'all, back in the day when I used to be on that Fortnite, bro, I used to just take the game way too seriously. I needed to calm down. But even before that, it was way worse. I'm talking about when I was on PS3. I used to break controllers, bro. I wish I had the screenshot of like the controllers I broke. I used to really get mad. I used to punch TVs, break computers, all types of stuff. My mama used to be like, hey, what's wrong with you over there? You need to relax before I take that game. She said the game supposed to be relaxed, not the rage on it. What you doing? And I wasn't trying to get my game took, so I calmed down. But little did I know this was actually going to help me in the long run. Cause now if y'all see me playing the game with my friends, y'all don't see me really rage. Like I may scream a little bit, but that's just for entertainment. And that's just how my personality is. I like to scream a lot. But I rarely just get mad at the game now. And that's what you need to do if you trying to get better. Cause how often do you see all them pros rage? Like Scump, you don't really see Scump rage. If he did, he would not be no world champ. Now, a way you can do this is by bringing yourself back to reality and realizing that it's just a game. There are a lot more bigger things out there in the world than just playing the game all day. You still got a whole entire life to live. So what if he beats you in the game? So what? Like think about it, in 20 years, you think somebody gonna come up to you and be like, oh yeah, you all successful, you rich and famous, but I still beat you in Call of Duty Black Ops 6, so it don't matter. Man, nobody cares. Here, let me tell y'all what I do. When me and my partner lose a game, we simply just go, oh, you may have beat me, but I'm Big Gunson. I realize I have more value in this world than just playing a game. So don't just limit yourself to playing a game. You way more than that, bro. And just saying that makes me feel a lot better about losing. Like I really just, it make me not care anymore, you know? But even though you are calm while playing, you need to make sure you still don't let up. Which brings me to my next reason. Y'all tend to play with little to no thought. You would get up in that rank match and try to play it like a public, which means, for example, you rush around instead of holding the position. Or you try to streak up and drop nukes instead of helping your team win the game. Even though you remaining calm, I'ma still need you to play efficiently. But don't worry, I can relate. I used to go on ranked matches and try and play exactly how I would play in a public match. Cause I knew in the back of my mind that in a public match, I was smoking everybody up. So I'm like, oh, if I can do that in public, then I can do that in here. And then lost like 10 games in a row. The problem was when I played public matches, I didn't care about them. I just cared about dropping a nuke. I just cared about streaking up. And I tried to bring that over to ranked matches, but that's just not how it's gonna go. And the reason why we might play any type of way is because in pubs, there is no consequences or penalties. So losing the game is like, oh, it's whatever. But in ranked, every move you make should be a calculated move. Because when I started applying that right there, that's when my gameplay started changing completely in ranked. I got so good at ranked that me and my team literally won an entire tournament. All I did was focus more on game winning strats and how I could help my team win this game. Like instead of trying to streak up and not die a lot, I would sacrifice myself to reveal the enemy location so my team can later smoke them. Or like when I would play public matches, how I would rush around. Instead of doing that, I would hold positions and wait for the enemies to make their mistakes, so that way it's just easy kills. Doing this makes the enemies more frustrated and start to play off emotions. And now they playing off of emotion, they more likely to lose. And remember how I told y'all, you always want to stay calm when playing ranked. Playing like this completely changed the way I look at the game as a whole. Instead of just playing any type of way, I know that there's a more efficient way I can focus so that we all can win. But be careful when focusing in ranked, because you don't want to focus too much, because that's another reason why it might be hard to rank up. Y'all folks focus on trying to play too try hard or trying to play at your best. Now you might be like, Gunson, that seemed completely backwards, because you just told me I must focus, so that means I gotta play try hard. No. Well, not exactly. There's a more correct way you can focus. Instead of trying to do every little thing perfectly, you should focus on trying to make the least amount of mistakes as possible. Like for example, I know most of y'all, when y'all try hard, y'all might want to use aggressive movements and all that stuff. See, the problem with that is when you moving all over the place, you are more likely to make a lot of mistakes because you just everything moving too fast for you. Your team over here trying to get the hard point, meanwhile you over here just running around trying to do circles around the enemies, and they just smoke you because you done made like 12 mistakes that you didn't even notice because you think, oh, I'm tryharding so they can't beat me. So instead of doing that, you want to push up with your team and not alone. Or back to what I said earlier, you want to hold positions, stay by cover, stay on head glitches. In this way, the mistake of playing too aggressive or pushing up too too much can easily be depleted. And now if you do lose the game, you can look back and say, at least I did everything right. Here's a live gameplay example. You can see me and my team, we have the hard point right now. At the top of the map, I noticed there is a teammate back there, so I don't gotta worry about watching that position, but he just died, as you can see. In this exact moment, I should have moved towards where the teammate just died so I can look over that position. But instead, I stayed exactly where I was because I didn't want to give up this position and leave it open, and now resulting my teammates start getting jumped in the hill. Now, I did kill this dude and take over the hill, my teammate right here. Everything looking great, right? No, because now we the only two teammates on this side of the map, which means they are now spawning here with the hard point. So now we most likely finna get jumped, as you can very much see right here. And I'm pretty sure my teammate also got killed because look, when we spawn back, they still got the hard point. It's like an entire domino effect, all because I did not change my position. Because if I would have went back there into that spawn, I could have killed him and then I could have held the spawn for us, so that way our teammates are there too, which means my teammate who was on the hard point would have never died and they would have never got them few points. But you might be like, oh, it was just a little 10-20 points, and that right there is what's going to determine if you're going to win or lose a game. It could be 10 or 20 points. I done lost games off 1 point. So the overall objective is to focus on how you can make the least amount of mistakes in order to help your team win the game. You want to have a lot of team engagement, which brings me to my next reason why you might not be able to rank up in BO6. You simply lack team engagement. When you play pubs, you don't got to worry about the teammates. You just playing for yourself at that point. But when you in ranked, you must work with the team in order to win the game. Whether that be if you have randoms on your team or if you have actual teammates you in a party or in a Discord with, you need to be making call outs on enemy positions and where enemies might be watching at and enemy spawns. But make sure when you're making call outs, they actually important. Nah, cause I know some of y'all folks would get in that game chat and just start saying everything. He's laying down on the stairs and he's AFK. Why does it matter if somebody is AFK? We supposed to be focusing on trying to win the game. What the AFK dude gonna do? Oh yes, I just called in the UAV. I called in the UAV just now. Once again, you don't gotta say that. If the UAV get called in, your teammates gonna know. They're gonna see it come up on the top of the screen. You might be over here saying, oh, I just called in the UAV. Meanwhile, somebody giving an actual important call out. Let me show you what it might sound like. Oh yes, I just died to someone. I got a UAV. Y'all see? I just got a UAV. Right, bro, we see it. Why are you yelling in my ear for? First of all, when you interrupt somebody like that, it is very annoying. Second of all, you're not even saying anything important. Of course, we can see the UAV is called in because we're looking up at the map and we see the enemies. But call outs is not the only way you can engage with the team now. You must actually work with them by giving like insights or something. Like I might be watching one area and I'm gonna tell my teammate, can you watch another area or watch over here? That way we not all looking at the same place, just leaving a bunch of lanes open. This is what I would call team coordination. When you coordinated with your team, you are more likely to win. If y'all just disorganized all around the map, one person in the spawn, another person looking nowhere, how y'all expect to win the game? This is something I do. When I'm playing ranked, most times I do have a teammate with me in the party so that way I can communicate to them. But say if I don't got a teammate, then I'm instantly gonna go in game chat and try and communicate with the teammates that I have on my team. Oh, but what if I go in game chat and I start talking but no one else is talking? That is completely fine. Just still go in game chat and still try and talk. Still give out call outs because they might be listening but they just don't got a mic. Because there has been plenty of times where I just went in game chat and I just started talking. I'd be like, okay, somebody over there by the Jeep, and then I just see the teammates, they start going over there to check it out. So even though they weren't speaking to me, they still heard me. But most times I do usually play with an actual teammate that I have in the party with me because solo queuing is not the best option. Which brings me to my last and final reason why you might not be ranking up in Black Ops 6, and that is because you are solo queuing. When you solo queue, it decreases the chances of you ranking up because like I just said, the teammates might not speak to you in game chat. They might sell. That's the most common one, bro. The teammates just be selling all the time. They just sit around and play it like it's TDM or public match. This mostly happens in the lower ranks too. Now, if you up there with them higher ranks, you should be cool. You ain't got to worry about this. But if you like bronze or something or silver, then this is where they start selling a lot. They don't go for no objectives whatsoever, which is why you got to put together some type of good team or something. A way you can get some teammates, I'm pretty sure you can like sign up or go log into a Discord server somewhere and they got like people who will play with you on any type of game. It just be Apex, Warzone, Black Ops 6. This is not no promotion either, so you ain't here for me. Or like if you actually playing a public match and you run into a good player on the other team, he just smoking and blowing your whole team down, then you should try and hit him up and probably try and recruit him. Like you got to put together some type of team, bro. Another thing is when you solo queuing, it increases your chance of getting hard stuck. Getting hard stuck is probably the worst thing that can happen to you when playing ranked or competitive or anything like that. Because once you hard stuck, that junk gonna move up like 1 or 2 points. So if you would like to avoid this, then you should put together a team team and not solo queue. I'm gonna make this like a bonus tip since I'm already on this topic, but you want to try your best when you are at the lower ranks or just getting started on your rank grind, so that way you don't get hard stuck when you eventually start getting up there in the platinums and all that stuff. Cause I heard it took somebody 30 games for them to get hard stuck or for them to move up to the next rank. Now I know y'all folks not trying to do that. Make sure you save this video just in case you want to come back and review these tips. Cause after applying each and every last one of them, it will become a lot easier for you to rank up and you will have an overall more fun experience while playing Black Ops 6. You won't have to worry about coming home from work or school just to hop on the game and get smoked every day. Instead, you will actually be a lot more excited to play the game, which will cause you to play it more, resulting in you becoming an overall better player who can beat almost anyone you come against. But as I apply these tips into my own gameplay, I myself have more fun playing. Back in the day, I used to break so many controllers and TVs, I took the game way serious than I should have. I was young, had anger issues, all types of stuff. But I decided I wasn't gonna be that person anymore, so I started playing the game to have fun instead of playing to win, which made me a better player, and now I'm good enough to share all types of tips and tricks with my supporters. Now, if you would like to see more Black Ops 6 tips and tricks or just Black Ops 6 content, subscribe to my channel so that way you can learn the best techniques I guarantee you never heard anywhere else. Or if you're interested in learning how to counter movement in Black Ops 6, then click this video right here.